boy with complicated backstory.
Hello, mentor, a woman who is showing me kindness in this orphanage.
Yeah, this is one of those classic orphan movies. I'm like Miss Honey. I'm so sweet and kind, but I have no backbone, so here's a few eclairs, but I won't stand up to the evil orphan headmistress.
And I'm a classic orphan with brain powers. I'm eating those eclairs with my brain.
I hate to let you down, but I'm conflict averse, and I don't know, I'm too sweet to see the evil in the world.
Oh my gosh, I feel such a connection for you, but I have a complicated past and present, and you want to help, but you have conflict that's stopping you from helping me. Sounds like this is inspiring. A song from a movie, a song from a movie, where we talk about what's going on. A song from a movie, a song from a movie. It's not descript, and it's not very long.
I'm feeling emotions in this motion picture. I could stay, but I've got to leave, says the director.
I can only work till 3 because I'm barely 13. These long hours are tough for child actors.
Then we'll do a little whisper scene where we're sad, but we're talking. And then you do a half smile, and you've got a locket that you wear. And then here comes the big part. We're singing a song from the movie.
A song from a movie, a song from a movie. This might win an Oscar, 'cause this song is so moving.
But actually it won't, it'll get second place, 'cause no one likes movie musicals since the olden days.
And then I'll bring you in, your face close to me. As with child tears in my eyes, I'll ask, why did my family not want me?
Then we'll do a little tap dance, and you'll sing the song, and everyone will wonder why they didn't cast Zac Efron in the song. A song from a
movie. A 5, a 6, a 5, 6, 7, 8. Musical Monday, Musical Monday. Oh wow, this show will be moving.
It's the musical, the movie.
Musical Monday. Hello everyone and welcome to Musical Monday with Caleb, Zach, and Shay at Improv Broadway. We're those people and this is this show. And today, if you don't know what this show is, this is the show where we review musicals that have never been seen by anyone. And today we're doing an incredible musical suggested to us by one of our wonderful Laugh Pass members, a movie, The Musical. Specifically, Artix on YouTube. Thank you so much for that title. We're going to be diving in, talking about some of these songs and these characters. But if you are a Laugh Pass subscriber right now on the live, comment the songs you would like to see from this musical, and we might incorporate them into our review today. Let's talk a little bit about what this movie is.
Yeah.
So it's a very meta movie. And what we saw in the beginning were those characters who were talking specifically about what was going on.
Yeah, this is, I think we've actually shown some musicals like this, but normally the phrase is show, don't tell, but they said expect the unexpected, tell, don't show.
Tell, don't show.
And so, I mean, they obviously you can still watch the movie, but it's like when you see the actors, you're like, I don't really feel like what they're saying is true. They're like not really good actors. actors,
Yeah.
but it's like, oh, they are saying what's going on. So
Right.
like, it's great. You don't have to worry about subtext.
Yeah, it's four walls,
Yeah.
and all of them are being broken all the time.
Yeah.
Like they're leaving Starbucks cups all over the place. Like you can see the dressing room, you can see the
Yeah.
script. Like they're looking down up and down the script as they're doing it.
Yeah, and this was made after so many movies were wildly misinterpreted by TikTok, by
yeah.
people who don't quite understand
Yeah.
like subtext and like
Yeah.
context clues. So they were like, you know what? I think what this world really needs is a movie that's just so on the nose.
Oh my gosh.
You just
More subtext.
yeah, you cannot misinterpret it.
I love a good AI movie review where someone who doesn't speak English wrote into an AI generator, describe to me what the sixth sense is, generate the voice, and do some random clips.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, balding man helps kid who sees dead people with cold breath.
Yeah.
Cold breath boy leaves hand marks on table. Boy in bike riding bike, not alive. That's one of my favorite ways to consume cinema. Anyway.
Yeah, and this is kind of that, if that was the whole movie.
That is, but we one of our friends on the chat who gave $5. Thank you so much. They want to see the song from the screenwriter who needs to drink to find the idea for his new screenplays movie. So we cut from the reality to this movie.
Well, well, there are some other songs that perhaps they could they could play into the universe a little bit more.
Oh, from these other ones.
Yeah, I'm just saying we have choice, unless you're like excited about that specific song.
I'm excited to do what's going to make this the best show possible.
You know, we mentioned before, like sometimes you're seeing the backstage space a little bit because the camera work is incredible.
Yeah.
And you know, so story stuff spills in a little bit too sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just saying we could hear that song, which is in the musical, or we could hear the "I'm Not the Love Interest" song, or we could hear the "How to Sing" song.
Yeah, I normally agree with you that there are lots of juicy songs, but I think for the sake of Scarcely Educated, if this episode was like, let's sing the song or another song, and then we sang that other one. So let's just see that one real quick. The camera pans over, and we see the screenwriter who's writing this scene by scene. He didn't even have the whole script the whole way. He's writing scene by scene. So we just saw the Miss Honey scene. He's frantically drinking, and he's trying to figure out what the next scene is going to be.
I see what the problem. You guys, I know what's going on. You guys misremembered how this went down. Okay. This.
A classic misremembering.
When I saw the musical, they did this, and I think you guys are gonna like what I'm remembering, and then you'll remember.
Cool.
There's this really fun duet in the middle of the show where one of the characters is not the love interest and they're real butthurt about it, and then you get to see the screenwriter writing the story at the same time, being confused at why he didn't make this person the love interest, because they're the most intriguing character, and so there's kind of this duet. Do you guys remember that? Does that sound like something you want to do?
It's kind of a stranger than fiction sort of scenario.
Yeah, sure,
because the screenwriter's trying to write the scene, and the actor is like doing what they want, and it's like, is it coming to life? Is it coming from his head? Is he being inspired by hers, or is she being inspired by him? We don't know.
Yeah, but I also saw this when it was still in what do they call it? Not review.
Oh,
in previews.
musical review.
Yeah, in reviews. So it maybe was a different version than what you guys are.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
Yes, thank you. Scarcely Educated for this wonderful suggestion. If you want to join in on the action, make sure you sign up at LaughPass at the link in our bio so you can suggest songs too. Let's see ya.
In the 90s, you had two options: a blonde golden retriever or a brunette boy. The brunette boy with M&Ms and sometimes a skateboard. I'm a little retro and I don't get the girl, and I despise that. Please, screenwriter, can you change the ending? 'Cause brother, I'm down bad.
Oh man, I'm on the fence. I wanna give him a happy ending, but I wrote 6 cents. Is this a part of my artistic plan? It's so tough to be M. Night Shyamalan. Gotta give them conflict, gotta give them tragedy. This is the cinema, this is art, this is the movies. The artist dilemma, the artist dilemma. Do I do what the art demands, or do I let the characters get what they want?
The screenwriter's great at setting the mood, but do I have to spend so much time in a brood? Can I get some sun? Do I have to be so sullen? Please, I don't want to be a knockoff Edward Cullen. I want to get the girl. I think the fans know we're a better fit. So the characters come to life, and I am in control. The ending, I'm changing it. The boy next door, he's going down, and I'm in for a whirlwind romance with a happy ending. Sorry, screenwriter, time for the boy next door.
What's the chance? This is now out of my hands. My creation is now bigger than me. I see them come alive right before my eyes, and now I'm just a spectator. See
The character's dilemma.
the writer's dilemma.
The character's dilemma. Second choice, I'm the brooding boy, and it's my chance to have what I want.
The question for movies in whole is who is in control? The art or the artist? I don't know.
The character's dilemma.
The artist dilemma.
The character's dilemma. The character's dilemma.
Has this happened again? Time for me to put down the pen and see what they bring. The artist's dilemma. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is incredible. This meta piece has become even more meta as this play has become alive. The screenwriter is no longer, it's a real Goosebumps R.L. Stein situation, Jack Black. The puppet's now alive. It's now running amok, metaphorically, of course. And the movie is now real life. And things are happening. And these are no longer characters on a page. They're characters with real feelings. And also, in the reality of this world, this child actor is now being possessed by the spirit of this fictional character. That's how I interpret it, at least. It's the only way that makes sense as we see that boy on set now actually say, I'm real, I'm alive, I'd like it. Unless you guys saw something different.
Well, I think this was the thing about this show, which was interesting, because at first glance, you're like, oh, they're giving us all of the subtext. But the more they do that, the more confused we all got.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So,
what did you see, Shay? Did you interpret the same way?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, you watch it and you're like, those actors must be possessed. You're like, there's no other way.
Oh boy. All right, wonderful. Let's see here. Just Drop My Pencil was one of the song titles that we have here.
Well, this is the third song, and we had an end title song up top. So I think this should be one of those, I don't know, you remember old Disney movies like Mulan, where it's like, there's like Broadway songs.
And then there's the pop.
But then there's
rendition
like,
at the
yeah,
end.
the kind of
Yeah.
like pop, like
during the credits.
yeah, during credits, like
I
not
wish they
really
still did
related.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
Or it's like a cover of the song, but it's like really like poppy.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the movie's over.
Yeah.
And we're now seeing the pop rendition of the most famous song in the whole movie. What was the title called?
The end title song, or let's call it end credits.
The end credits song.
Yeah.
Do you remember who gave that?
I think it was.
But yeah, so we'll.
Oh, Holy Cast.
Holy Cast. Thank you so much, Holy Cast, for. Oh, it's one of my favorite songs. It's the end credits song.
Yeah.
Called the end credits
And
song.
I can't remember. Did they do the same thing where they're like saying what's happening in the credits?
Yeah.
But it's still like a
there's
pop
stuff
song?
sprinkled in like story stuff, but then they keep getting distracted by making sure that people know what's happening on screen.
Which is so weird because this was the hit song in the middle of the movie, singing about end credits, and then they reprised the end credits song in the end
Yeah,
credits.
well, because they knew that those songs usually are written originally before, and so there's like this cool version. They're like, okay,
Yeah.
So they mixed up the order a little bit, but
Because the original song's like a
fun.
real like dramatic Broadway ballad, but when they replay it, it's an upbeat pop song.
That's great. Okay, let's
The
hear
end
it.
credits song.
It's literally a pop song of the end credits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Written by Jonah Martes, sung by Alexandria Diaz, captured by Ronald Crooked.
Executive producer Steven Spielberg. Surprisingly, these are the end credits.
This is the part where people walk out of the movies. The popcorn spilled, you see, what's your moral responsibility? Do you clean it up or do you leave it for the movie theater janitor? Don't worry, we won't tell anyone.
This is the end credits. This is the end credits.
This is the end credits, credits. This is the end credits, credits. Please don't forget it, get it. This is the end credits. Yeah,
Yeah. You were on the crew for 6 months, and the tiny little name of the credits, now you're done. No one will remember your name, cause everyone thinks the end credits are lame.
This movie was based on real life, but please don't pretend like it's actually based on history. You're stupid if that's what you think.
Not based on real events. Oh, you're still here, you're still on the fence. There's no post-credit scene. This is the end of the movie.
But also there's Shrek dancing in a tiny square on the right, and maybe another character doing something else live.
It's the end credits.
This is the end credits. This is the end credits. You better watch it.
Buy it on DVD or Blu-ray, as long as you make our sales go hooray.
This is the end credits. This is the end credits. Yeah. You better watch it. Just believe in yourself.
MPA. Perfect. That's it, y'all. That's this episode of Musical Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope that you never end the credits on
Gail
us.
says Caleb's too good. These are exactly the instruments of a pop cover at the end. That's so
he
true.
Called it. So also, thank you,
Absolutely.
J-May, so much for the $5 super chat on YouTube. You're also a Laugh Pass member. That is so unreal. Stay on the live for the next episode, and we'll make sure we get something for you, something special for you the next one. But for this episode, thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to join in on the fun and submit song titles, go to improvbroadway.com/laugh-pass and join up today. We're trying to go full time so we can take our show on the road. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in for this episode of
Musical
Musical Monday.